several years of hearing all of these positive testimonials, we figured that there must be something going on. So we went out and we took that chance. Now, a scientific advisory board is not impaneled to endorse the product. It's impaneled to challenge the product, to challenge the science, to prove that the product has merit. And that's what we did. We started out and gave it the most difficult test that any product like this has ever been challenged with. We said, give it to people who are fine and see if you can make them feel more fine. And we did. And now, you don't have to trust, now you can know. So that's the
Give it to people who feel fine and make them feel more fine. Yes, we did do that. Thank you for that. Okay, so, we've talked about a lot today. We've got a very esteemed scientific advisory board. Here in a moment, we're going to get the opportunity to hear your guys' zeal testimonials. But as we look at the scientific advisory board, we've got a master formulator who really pioneered the vision for this product and put something amazing together. We've got clinicians who see the product in their patients on a daily basis, and we've got an amazing executive director who spearheaded this clinical study. Now, since we're going to get the opportunity to hear your zeal testimony here soon, I would love to hear their zeal testimony, okay? What is so impactful after all they've seen in all this time? We're going to start with our executive director of the Scientific Advisory Board, Dr. Bernie Landis.
Oh gosh, I guess I get to do it all over again. So here's the testimonial. I've been doing this since 1977. And I've been involved in some of the greatest, most meteoric explosions in the sale of dietary supplements and healthy foods. And they were all spurred on by being able to demonstrate that the product does something in a measurable way. But this is the first time in all those years that we weren't trying to fix something that was broken. We were trying to take something that wasn't broken, the way people feel, and make it even better. So this is a landmark study. It's an unusual thing to do by an unusual company who does things that others don't have the courage or the determination to do. So when you're out there sharing zeal with people, just remember that you don't have to ask them to trust you because now you know. And that's a very powerful thing to say.
Yes, I think the most remarkable thing about the study is what Dr. Landis just said. It was on average people like you and I, like your customers, like your consultants. These are just average people. These are not often one end of the spectrum or the other. And these results, as they're shown on the screen, is what we got. I feel the same thing. Actually, I took the Palm scale as well. I didn't do it before because I'm not going to go off of zeal, sorry. And I just took the scale, and sure enough, I get that iceberg phenomenon like Dr. Van brought up, high vigor, low, I can remember, anxiety, depression, hostility, confusion, all those things. So I'm the same pattern. I like it. I'm staying 2 per day is what I've been taking. It just happened to be a coincidence. That's what I take as well. I'm not changing. I love it. I'm staying on it.
Well, I guess there is a study of one person. I've been on it for over 5 years now. I mean, that alone is a testimony. I'm not going off of it. The iceberg profile that he mentioned is what you saw with the vigor and all the lowering of the mood disruptors. That is the same profile that people strive to get in the elite athletes and Olympians. So not only do elite athletes have that profile now we know that people who are taking zeal get that profile. And I've felt that in my life. I know I'm a better dad. I'm a better husband. I'm a better doctor. I remember where I parked my car. And I can even find the keys to it. So I know it works. The science now validates it. You know it works. You now have the science that confirms the zeal difference. And you remember those 73, 77% of people that regularly have symptoms of being wired, tired, and diseased? It's time for you to go introduce them to the zeal difference.
Will be in your Z Center by the end of really this segment of the testimonials. But to round this out with his zeal testimony is none other than our master formulator, Mr. Mark McKnight again.
Thank you, Andre. So many of you have heard me say this before, but really with zeal, the proof is in the pudding. When you start to drink this drink, you start to feel better. And I tell people that if you want to believe in zeal the way we believe in zeal, just get 10 of your close friends and family members drinking it. Drink it, twice a day for 30 days. You'll see those results. It's amazing to me. It seems like there's something when you start to look at all those different measurements of the PALMS score that their bodies just function better. And all of a sudden, problems that they were having seemed to be diminished. I have literally had thousands of people come up to me at these conventions and tell me how much zeal has helped them. I know that, my wife has all of our friends and family drinking zeal every day. And it makes such a huge difference when somebody starts to drink this drink and you see in their life what we saw on the graph, which is more energy, more vigor, less of those things that our society just seems to have so much of, all that negativity. And I'll tell you this, I've been in the supply side of this industry for 25 years. Zurvita is a very unique company. And it's not just because of zeal, it's because of the leadership of this company. It has this positive message of hope, and zeal is the perfect product